guys, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Paulina. I got VSG, the vertical sleeve gastrectomy weight loss surgery on August 1st, 2019. And as of today, I am 142 pounds down, which I have been that for about 2 months now, which I am maintaining. I am so happy where I'm at. I can't believe it's been almost 13 months since my surgery. I can't believe that I am 160 pounds when my starting weight was 304. But yeah, in this specific video, it's a Q&A. I asked some questions. Well, I asked to see on Instagram if you guys had some questions, and I got a lot of good questions, so I'm so excited to just answer those. And yeah, if you are interested, then please keep on watching. So my brother Dominic, aka what's the Instagram name? Dino X Dominic wanted to be on my video. So say what's up.
What's up? Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
All right, so I have my prophy and a lot of questions, and I am so excited to answer. So let's just start. Do you ever have bad days where you eat unhealthy? Girl, yes. I am 13 months post-op, almost 13 months post-op, and I'm able to eat a lot more than I could in the beginning. I love having my podcast. If you guys haven't seen them, they're on Wednesdays. And I talk to so many different people, and it's been helping me through the stage that I'm at now, because I talk to people that are a year post-op, a little further than me, and they have pizza, they have a cake, they have, not a cake, a slice of cake, or not even a slice of cake, half a slice of cake. But I've really learned that yes, we had to make drastic changes, but we still have to live life. And if that's having a slice of pizza, I can have a slice of pizza. I've talked about it in my previous videos. I have not experienced dumping syndrome, which can be a blessing or a curse, like I say it, because honestly, I don't know, comment down below if you kind of agree with me. When I first started eating pizza, or if I had a slice of pizza or hot Cheetos or whatever, I kind of wanted it to get me a little sick or maybe make me feel a little weird, because I thought that that was what was going to keep me away. And guess what? It doesn't make me sick. Nothing has made me sick. So it's harder now that I can eat a lot more compared to 2 months ago, compared to 4 months ago, compared to 6 months ago. And it's scary. And now I know that it's all me. Yes, the surgery helped me tremendously, but it's all me at the end of the day. I can definitely see how I can gain my weight back, which is a scary thought, but this is why I started YouTube, and this is why I'm so open on Instagram, because it really helps me stay on track, and it really helps me stay motivated. So yes, I do have I have days where I eat something bad, right? But I don't continue it, and I don't, like what I used to do before was I would eat horrible, and then I would ruin the rest of the day or ruin the entire weekend. I don't do that anymore. So yeah, that was a long answer, but yeah. Has your posture or the way you walk changed since weight loss? Absolutely. I even saw a video, you know, I started my YouTube 6 months post-op, and I noticed I was like slouched over, and sometimes I do, but I feel like it's naturally, it used to hurt my back to sit like this. I always had to have something behind me. I couldn't just sit on the floor without something behind me, right? And now I can, and it's so crazy. I can sit on the floor and crisscross applesauce with the kids at work. I can and not feel like I'm dying, and I can stand up normal. I don't have to like roll up or, you know, stand up a certain way. Like, it's insane the things that I'm able to do. But absolutely, when I walk, I notice it. My feet don't hurt, my back doesn't hurt, everything. It's 142 pounds down off of me. Like, I carry my 20-pound chihuahua, and I'm like, man, he's heavy. And I can't imagine 142 pounds on me and how I walked around every single day with that weight on me. It blows my mind, but that was my life a year ago. It's crazy. Did your shoe size go down? Is it easier being in heels? Yes. So my shoe size went down a whole size. Actually, dude, I was pushing like a size 10. Okay, I had big feet. I have big feet. And I can wear an 8.5 or a 9 now. I don't get a 10. A lot of my shoes fit me big, and I know that's common. I mean, I didn't think my feet were fat, but apparently they were. So yeah, my shoe size, I don't know why it's so hard for me to say that. My shoe size definitely went down. And of course, I avoided heels at all costs before surgery. I don't wear them a lot, but even like little booties or whatever, and I can wear them and I don't feel like I'm dying, you guys. I don't feel like I'm dying. Before, I had to avoid it at all costs. I would be wearing a dress with like some flats or whatever. Do you feel different seeing overweight people or people that you feel could benefit from weight loss surgery? This was such a good question. I'm going to repeat it again. Do you feel different seeing overweight people or people that you feel could benefit from weight loss surgery? When I see someone that is clearly overweight, I don't judge them. I don't know their story. I don't know their health. I don't know anything about them. Just because I chose to make that huge decision for myself doesn't mean that I feel that that's the right decision for anyone else. You have to make your own decision. I am not a judgy person. I think everyone is beautiful, and whatever it is that makes you happy, do it. I'm never going to tell someone you should get weight loss surgery, ever. If someone reaches out to me and asks me the benefits of it, I would gladly tell you. I mean, if you follow me on YouTube, you clearly see how open I am. I will gladly tell you what I've gotten out of this and my experience and my positives and my negatives. But I would never tell someone, girl, you should lose 100 pounds, get weight loss surgery. Never. I would never do that. Because this is a huge decision and you have to make that decision for yourself. Nobody else can make that decision for you. Nobody. How has your clothing style changed? Big time, girl. Man, I lived in leggings. I still dress cute, but I lived in leggings. I did not wear jeans before surgery, and if I had to at work, they were like jeggings with no button on the top. And I would do my hair cute, my makeup cute, wear cute jewelry, wear cute shoes. I would make it happen. But there were so many outfits that I wanted to wear that I couldn't wear. And it sucked. It really, really did. I had such a wall when it came to my clothes, which I'm going to be honest, I still do. I posted a post the other day that at 304 pounds, I would take off my clothes and put it back on and put something else on until I found the proper outfit, right? I did that, and I have caught myself doing that a little now because of my loose skin. So I'll throw some jeans on and a t-shirt or whatever, and I feel gross, and it's normal, and I'm human. And it's crazy to think that because at 304 pounds, if I thought myself at 160, I pictured my body way different, but I'm still thankful and I'm still grateful for this opportunity and for my health. I didn't think I would have as much loose skin on my stomach as I do. But again, you guys, it's my health. And later on, after babies, I can get surgery. I can get skin removal. I can do whatever I want, right? And that shouldn't be a reason why not to get surgery. But yes, my clothes has changed dramatically. I buy so much more clothes that I want now, and I can dress it up. Honestly, like oversized flannels and oversized sweaters and stuff was like, I thought it was so cute. And now I can actually do that and feel comfy, and I wear jeans now. I can buy cute ripped jeans, and it's such a freeing feeling. It's not even about, it's not like I look better. It just, everything. It just opened up so many doors for me. I can talk about this all day, you guys. And like my cheeks hurt because I can't stop smiling because it's such an amazing thing to experience what I have experienced in this year. And all of you that are going through this or thinking about it and doubting it or being in the first month and just not feeling very good, you are going to feel amazing. Work hard and you will get to your goal. That went from clothing to that. You know me. How has relationships with friends or family changed? I did a video with my sister, which I'll link down below. Me and her are best friends. We've both been overweight our whole lives. She's naturally lost a good amount of weight. And we don't compare ourselves to each other, and that's something that I take so much pride in. I love my sister to death. I love everyone in my family. My relationships, honestly, I can say have changed for the better. I don't feel like I've had a relationship that has gone down the drain since that, and that's just because my family is so supportive. My husband, my friends, my parents, my siblings, everyone has been so supportive, and I feel like I'm finally able to be that best version of all of those different titles, which is a huge blessing, you know. A better wife, a better sister, a better friend, a better, and I say this all the time, but it's truly something that I'm so happy about. And I didn't even think that losing weight would make me better in those areas, and it definitely has. What was the hardest thing you had to go through before and after surgery? The hardest thing before surgery, I think, was just getting all of the little negative things out of my head and just doing it. You know, I thought about doing this for a couple of years, and then finally I made my doctor's appointment to go to the doctor and, you know, talk about weight loss surgery and continue and start my classes and all of that. I think the hardest part was taking that leap of faith and jumping in. I get so many messages on a daily basis saying, like, what do I do? I had someone message me the other day. I don't remember her name, but her primary doctor straight up told her, no, you can lose weight on your own. And I told her, your primary doctor doesn't get to make that decision. You get to make that decision. So she called, and she, I think, is in the process now of getting weight loss surgery. And she met all of the criterias, her BMI, her body weight, all that stuff. So it wasn't like someone that was like 180 pounds wanting to get weight loss surgery, but her doctor just thought that she could lose weight on her own. And again, that's not anyone's decision. That's your decision. That's not your doctor's decision. That's not your husband's. That's not your friend's. It's yours. At the end of the day, this is your journey. And if they love you, people love you, they will support you through it. The hardest part after surgery, I think, was the first couple of months, and it was my mindset. I didn't think that I would struggle so much with my mindset because I'm a pretty positive person. But the first couple months after surgery, I was on a liquid diet for 6 weeks after surgery due to me going back to the hospital due to dehydration. So it was really hard for me. I had no energy. I was in bed. And I really had to figure out how to get myself and to think about the future and like the benefits from the surgery. Sorry, my little brother is here. You guys can hear him. But I had my husband really help me through that, and he reminded me why I did it. And at the moment, it felt like it was never ending and that I was gonna feel like that forever. But here I am 13 months post-op, and I am telling you, it is worth every struggle. If it wasn't hard, we would be able to forget it and it'd be very easy to go back, right? So it has to be hard so that we don't forget. And that's what I keep telling myself. And that's what I told myself in the beginning when it was so hard and I struggled. But it gets better, I promise. How long after surgery did you notice you were losing weight? Man, I lost weight fast. The first month, because I was on the liquid diet, I lost about 30 something pounds. By I believe 5 or 6 months, I dropped my 100 pounds. I started noticing quick. I dropped it really fast, and everyone started noticing quick. I was off of work for about 3 months, and I work with kids. I work with 100 kids. So going back, I was kind of like, I knew that I was gonna get attention, and I did, from all my parents, from all my kids. And obviously it was a positive, you know, attention, but it was hard for me because then it was kind of not explaining. I didn't feel like I had to, but I did. I've always been open with it, even with people in my real life. You know, people ask me, what did you do? And I tell them, I got the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, you know, and I wasn't embarrassed to tell them that. So people noticed right away. I noticed right away, and just the way that I felt, you know, like I said, I felt kind of crappy in the beginning, but around 3 months, when I got my energy back and I was good, I felt good. I see my pictures 3 months post-op and me feeling amazing and still being overweight. Even when I was 250, you know, I was like, oh, I feel so good. When I was 280, I still felt good, like 20 pounds dropped, you know. it happened pretty fast. I mean, losing 140 pounds in a year is mind-blowing, and it's just, it happened so fast. I buy clothes, it doesn't fit me anymore, which I should have waited to buy clothes, but I didn't. But yeah, it happens really fast, and sometimes it's hard for your mind to catch up with how much weight you've lost. Sometimes I wake up and I still think that I'm 304 pounds, and then I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh no, I'm not, you know? Or the other day I have this story where my sister-in-law asked me if she could use the bottoms to her bathing suit, and I was like, girl, I'm a 2X. And she looks at me like I'm crazy, and she's like, we're the same size. And I was like, I literally just stayed quiet and stared at her, and I was like, you right. Like, it was the weirdest moment, and I feel like it's gonna keep happening, but it was a weird moment. I totally forgot that I was not a 2X in a bathing suit. How are you maintaining, and what are you eating in a day now? So once a month, I'm going to be committed to posting a what I eat in a day on my YouTube channel, because a lot of people love those, and those are really popular. How I'm maintaining my weight, I am still working out 5 days a week with my personal trainer, and I try my best. I eat 3 meals a day, and I try my best to eat as much protein and meet my liquid goals and meet my vitamin goals and all of that stuff. Yes, I have hot Cheetos. Yes, I have pizza. Yes, I have things that I shouldn't here and there, but I am maintaining my weight, and I weigh myself every single week. I don't weigh myself daily. It was becoming like an addiction for me, and I didn't like it, and it would stress me out when I would see the numbers go up and down. So I committed to doing it once a week, and it still helps me. So I think you're in the year in the year span that I've gone through, I'm just remembering all of the tools that I learned during it, and not forgetting it, and continuing what I was doing during that year, right? This year was like game time. Now it's like honeymoon stage is over. It's time to get it done. Life is gonna continue, and I have to use all of the tools and all of the tools that I learned to continue that into my life. So that's what I keep trying to remember. Has anyone ever told you, well, you did it the easy way? No one has told me that to my face. So comment below if you've experienced that, and how did you react to that? Because I want to know, how did you react to that? I feel like weight loss surgery has such a negative, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, people are not very educated on it. And they think that you're just gonna get the surgery and you're gonna lose the weight. No, we still have to make the decisions of what we're eating. We still have to go through all of that. It's not the easy way out. It's actually very hard, very hard. But it's the most rewarding thing that I could have done, and I don't regret it at all. And if someone was to tell me that, I would respect what they said and smile and keep it pushing. And if they ask me anything, I would gladly answer it. But I don't feel like you have to spend time expressing yourself or explaining yourself to anyone, because they don't have to understand. They don't have to understand. They don't have to do it. This is your life, and it is what it is, honestly. Working out after VSG, best types to do. So I'm not a personal trainer. Sorry. I hear so many different things. There's people that don't work out the first year because muscle weighs more than fat, and they don't want that to be the reason why they don't lose weight. I've heard it all. But I started with a personal trainer about 2.5, 3 months post-op, and I trained with her 3 days a week, then went back to 5, then went back to 3, and now I'm still doing 5. So I train with her 5 days a week, and we weight train every day. And I burn a lot of calories, from like 400 to 600 calories a session. I love going with her. She motivates me. She keeps me on track. And it's something that I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. I'm not huge on the gym, to be completely honest with you. Growing up, I played soccer and stuff, but I don't like cardio. I want to like it. I want to like running, but I don't. And when I go work out, it's hard, but she pushes me, and I love it and it makes me feel so good. And I know that that's why I lost so much weight. My doctor told me that I was going to lose 80 pounds in the first year and I lost 142. So I really think that my personal trainer really helped me meet those goals. And like I said, it was pretty early on, 3 months post-op. What helped you when you got scared and anxious at certain points in the process? Honestly, God. And I don't know if you're a believer, but God, he really got me through moments that I felt that I couldn't get through. And that's with anything in my life, but specifically with weight loss surgery, it's been hard. It's more your mind than anything. Like I explained earlier, your mind, it's so hard for your mind to catch up with what's going on. And there was, in the beginning, it crossed my mind like, Paulina, what did you do? Why did you do this? And there was times during the process where I wanted to eat more because that's how I used to cope, right? I used to grub out. I used to eat pizza, like a lot of it. I used to eat roll tacos, a lot of them, and burrito at the same time. And I knew that I couldn't do that. And that caused me to become anxious because I used food before to help me when I was stressed out, when I was angry, when I was happy, when I was excited, when I was feeling any type of emotion. I truly went to food, right? Everything led me to food, and it was horrible. And I'm so glad to break those chains because I say it a million times on my posts, and I've said it already. It's the most freeing feeling when something doesn't control you. Food addiction is real. Food addiction is hard, and not many people talk about it, right? But it's hard, and breaking that is harder, and maintaining that is even harder, I feel. How did you keep your diet fresh, not boring in the first 3 months? Pinterest. So I live on Pinterest, and I would look up a lot of different recipes to help me maintain to reach my goals, high protein foods. I ate a lot of tuna, a lot of fish. I used a lot of lime. I did use hot sauce. I didn't struggle from heartburn, so that really helped me, you know, stay with it. But yeah, experimenting, honestly, and changing it up all the time. I do meal prep, but sometimes it's hard for me because I get over it, and then I go to the drive-thru and get something healthy still. Sorry, the ice is killing me. But yeah, it's just figuring out different recipes, and getting creative in the kitchen. There's so many recipes that you can do that are amazing, that are so good. If you want spaghetti, do the zucchini, right? If you want lasagna, you can do sliced zucchini instead of pasta. If you want a burger, do a turkey burger. If you want, you know, there's so many different things. If you want regular pizza, do a cauliflower pizza. There's so many things now that help us eliminate our craving, but are still healthy for you. And it's just really experimenting with that. Someone asked, do you track? Where's your focus? Low carb, high protein calories? If not, how to maintain, lose pounds? I don't really track. I really want to start tracking because I am maintaining now and I don't want to gain. So I know there's a lot of different apps that would help me track, but I don't. I do focus on protein. So she said low carb, high protein. Protein, that's what I really focus on, because that's what keeps me full longer. I notice it. If I eat a bag of pop chips versus mozzarella stick with some turkey slices, I am going to stay fuller longer with the high protein, which is the turkey and the mozzarella slice, than the pop chips, right? But some days I want pop chips, and that's okay. But it's just monitoring, you know, everyone's different. I notice that I'm hungrier in the afternoon than the morning. So I try to kind of play it like that. I'll have my high protein my high protein snacks towards the end of the day, because I know that I'm going to get hungry and I don't want to give in to I'm hungry and eat more than I should. So yeah, protein. From before to now, do you like working out more? Absolutely. When I was 304 pounds, it was hard for me to even walk. I did not want to work out. I didn't want to go to a gym. And now I enjoy it. But like I said, I started about 3 months after my surgery, and I was still pretty heavy. But now working out is so much more enjoyable. And of course, I mean, I had so much weight on me, you know? And then when did you start in operating weightlifting? So yeah, 3 months post-op is when I started, and I'm talking about hardcore, like 3 to 5 times a week. I do cardio randomly, but weight training is my jam. It really is. What is it like eating at a restaurant after surgery? I actually did a whole video on this, which I'll link down below. But I gave 10 tips on surviving eating at a restaurant. But I focus more on what's happening, the environment, who I'm with, than what am I eating, what am I eating, what am I eating. It used to always be, what am I eating? What are we getting for an appetizer? What are we getting for a meal? What are we getting for dessert? And life is so much more about that. There's so much more than that, I mean. And, but I mean, I feel like we're so hard on ourselves, and we're gonna notice, like, oh, they notice that I'm eating so little. No, they don't. Like, someone might say something, but I feel like it's more us being hard on ourselves than someone really watching you, you know? In the beginning, I felt like I had to explain to my server as to why I didn't eat it all, right? I would lie and say, oh, I don't know, I didn't really like it. Or like, I would just make up things, and that's because you don't want to, oh, I got weight loss surgery. And now I do. I say it now, like, oh, I got weight loss surgery. And they're like, oh, okay, you know, whatever. And they don't question it. Or sometimes they do. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, check out my video. And there's 10 tips on eating at a restaurant that can make you feel a little bit more comfy. Because it is strange in the beginning, to be honest. When were you able to drink alcohol after surgery? I didn't drink alcohol until about 10 months post-op. I'm not huge on alcohol at all. I'll have alcohol maybe once a month or something. But yeah, about 10 months post-op is when I first started drinking. Okay. Now that you are at your year, what do you do to maintain your goal weight? So I kind of already answered this, but it's just really remembering how hard I worked this year, and that's what motivates me, right? To maintain my weight. But it's doing the same things that I did in the year. High protein, water, vitamins, eating every 3 hours, and not giving into my cravings. My cravings came back. I did not have cravings the first 3 months, to be honest with you. And now it's like before surgery. And I don't want to say that to scare you, but it is. It really is, for me, at least. For me, keep that in mind. It's the same things though. It's setting yourself up for success. When you go on a long drive, make sure you have your water and your snacks. You always need to have a protein bar or, you know, some beef jerky or whatever in your purse. Don't let that be an excuse as to why you're like, whatever. I didn't eat and now I'm starving, so now I'm gonna eat so much more. Set yourself up for success. You are the person. You make yourself succeed and you make yourself fail. The end. It's no one around you, and it's not anything else. How has your quality of life changed since losing the weight? Man, that question. Everything. It's changed everything in my life. It's changed the things I deal with. It changed my relationships for the positive. It's changed me wanting to work out. It's changed everything. I can do whatever I want when it comes to an adventure. I can go on a hike without being like, how long is it? Am I gonna sweat? Is my back gonna hurt? I can kayak without being scared that I'm gonna tilt the boat over. I can sit in a chair and not be like, make sure that it's sturdy enough for me to sit on it. It's never ending. It's seriously never ending, and it's such a beautiful experience, and I'm so thankful for it every single day. Sorry. Hair loss, does it come back? I absolutely lost hair around 4 months post-op. For me, it only lasted for about my 4th through my 5th month, so about 1 month. And now that I'm a year post-op, I notice when I straighten my hair, I have to put a lot of oil because all the little fuzzies and stuff are coming out. So my hair, I mean, it grew back in the beginning, but I still notice it coming back. I did lose, not a large amount, but I did lose hair. But again, that is not a reason why I would be like, nah, I don't want to get surgery. Non-scale victories. The same thing that I expressed. All the little things, man. Being able to go shopping and looking at an outfit and envisioning, having an envision, oh my god, envisioning, oh my, I don't know the word. Putting an outfit in your head and then putting it on yourself and it actually looks how you had it in your head. You know what word I'm talking about? I don't know it right now, all right? But that is huge. Or right now with COVID, you can't really try clothes on, so I'll grab something and I go home and it fits me. Or, man, there's so many non-scale victories. When I sit in my car, I feel like I'm in a new car because I don't feel humongous in it, which is weird. Before COVID, when I was on an airplane, I felt uncomfortable. I was squishing my husband because I was forced him to sit in the middle, and then I would sit in the, I would sit in the side, and now I don't have to do that. I felt comfortable, and that was like 6 months ago, so I can't even imagine how I would feel now on an airplane. Just everything. It didn't die on me, it just cut me off. Anyways, what month did you introduce bread or tortillas back into your diet? I introduced them 6 months maybe. And I have wheat bread very rarely. Tortillas I do, but I always get the low carb tortillas like at Target and stuff. I think they're only like 50 or 80 calories. And they're fine. Honestly, for me, corn tortillas have been hard because they're thicker, so I have to chew them a lot. And it's a little bit harder for me to digest. But flour tortillas or the low carb ones, I'm good. And I have like one. But I do it, you guys. Did your cravings change? So I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but after surgery, my cravings stopped, and I think it was just because, I don't know, in the first couple months I didn't crave the foods that I used to crave, but now it's kind of gone back to normal on how it used to be. And that's just reality, you know? Any meal suggestions for those starting on normal foods? Start slow. I know that it's scary because I remember I was so scared to try anything new, but I would not mix so if it was a new day, right? Like let's say I barely got on normal food. If I was starting, I would start only one new food a day. So let's say I was trying to introduce shrimp and eggs. I would not introduce both things on the same day because if something did make me nauseous, I wanted to know what was making me nauseous. So my recommendation is to take it very slow. And eating very slow and chewing it very well, and just really listening and paying attention to your body and how it reacts to it. When I got introduced to the pureed food, I had egg, and that made me so nauseous, and that's why I had to go back to the hospital because it made me so nauseous that I didn't even want to drink my water and I became dehydrated. So just take your time and eat slow and just you know, really pay attention to how it makes your body feel. And there's gonna be things that you're gonna avoid, and there's gonna be things that you want. I can eat eggs now and I'm fine. I don't eat them all the time, but I can eat eggs now and it doesn't make me sick. So yeah. What did you eat while pre-op before liquid diet? So I only had to be on a liquid diet 1 day before my surgery. I know there's people that have to be on it for 2 weeks and whatnot, but I was only on it for 1 day before surgery. And then 2 weeks before that, I did Herbalife. So I just did 2 protein shakes, 1 high protein meal, and 2 high protein snacks. And I lost, I think it was 13 pounds in 2 weeks. I did that just because my doctor said, he didn't really tell me I had to lose weight, but he said you cannot be more than your initial weigh-in or we will cancel your surgery. And I was not gonna let that happen at all. So I did that about 2 weeks before, a week and a half before, and then the 1 day of all liquids. That's just what my surgeon wanted. How long after surgery did you start feeling like yourself pain-wise? So I explained this earlier, about 3 months when I started feeling like myself pain-wise, like the incisions and stuff, probably like a month after. But energy-wise, about 3 months because I was on liquid for 6 weeks after surgery. Then it was soft food, and you're not eating a lot. You don't have energy. Food is what gives you energy. And around 3 months is when I could start eating a little bit more, and I had a little bit more energy. But be patient with yourself. It's all part of your journey, and that is when you're gonna lose the most weight. So just be patient. Do you feel like people treat you different now that you're not overweight? I personally don't. And I've said this before, I think it's really how I carried myself. I've always been very confident, and I talk to a lot of people, and just, yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I've been treated that much. No, not different. With strangers, maybe. Like, I get, obviously, people look at me more and, you know, compliment me and stuff like that, which wouldn't happen before. And it's crazy though, because I do get the comments sometimes where I say, Paulina, you're losing too much weight. Your face looks sunken in. And I'm just like, oh my God. It's like 304 pounds, I'm too big. 160, I'm too skinny. You're never going to make you're never going to make everyone happy. But again, you didn't do this for them, you did it for you. When you feel like you're at a good weight, then you're good. If you think you need to lose 10 more pounds, then do it. It's you, it's your body, it's how you feel, it's not anyone else. But I do get little comments here and there, not really big ones. But again, being treated differently because I'm not overweight. I haven't experienced this on a huge level, but with little comments, and I try to brush them off because it is what it is, you know? Tips and tricks for first months post-op. Follow what your doctor tells you. Don't try to get ahead. It's so easy. No, it's not so easy, but I know a lot of people try to get ahead. It's a process. Don't try to sneak to the next stage. Listen, for the first 9 months, I was so strict with myself. I never cheated. Literally ever. And until about 10 months post-op, when I was able to eat a little bit more, I started getting more creative. But I did not get ahead of what my doctor told me. I didn't feel like it was worth it, and I was very serious about this, and they tell you it's your year, you need to make it work. So I didn't take advantage of that. So don't get ahead of yourself. Be patient with yourself. Your results will come. You'll have weeks where you stall. You'll have weeks where you have bigger losses. Celebrate all of those little milestones. Half a pound, 0, a weight gain, who cares? You guys, just, if you're doing what you have to do, you're going to meet your goal eventually. Just be patient with yourself. But yeah, you guys, those are all of the questions. Well, most of the questions. But this video is going to be super long already. But yeah, you guys, I can't believe I'm a year post-op. It goes by so fast. So if you are in the beginning, like I keep saying, be patient with yourself. Enjoy the process. Take pictures. Take pictures, because that's what's going to keep you motivated. Like I tell you, I wake up some days and I think that I'm 304 pounds, and I have to kind of look at pictures and see how far I have come and really celebrate those moments. Celebrate all those non-scale victories. Even if the scale doesn't move, I can't talk. Even if the scale doesn't move, I promise you there's going to be so much to celebrate, and it could be anything small. It could be you saying no to a handful of chips. It could be fitting into a smaller size of jeans. It could be wearing a normal seatbelt. There is so many non-scale victories, and I tell you, those are so much more sweeter than just a pound, 2 pounds. Yes, you're gonna drop the weight, it's gonna happen, but those non-scale victories, celebrate them. I love making these types of videos. I love that you guys ask such amazing questions. I love creating content for you guys. When I started YouTube 6 months ago, I was kind of like nervous on it and nervous about people's opinions and stuff, but I've gotten way more positive feedback than negative. And thank you guys for that. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Comment if you guys like these videos. If you don't, like this video, because it does help me, and share it with someone that you feel will benefit from it. You guys have a beautiful Sunday, and I will see you guys on Wednesday for my podcast. Bye.